Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are about underway. I have to fix one more thing. Anderson out on the mound, 3.92 ERA on the season, 4 games, but he's 0-2. Basically because, well, SSG can't score. There's nothing else to say besides SSG's offense is absolutely horrible. Today is a day that they should win, though. On the mound today for LG is a former SSG player. He's making his first start. It will be a bullpen day for LG. So, again, this is the day that SSG's offense should come alive. Anderson, since Hernandez is hurt, it's kind of puts the bullpen in a bit of a situation here as the first pitch is fouled away. Anderson should rack up plenty of strikeouts. Again, he's a guy that strikes out a ton of people. He also does tend to walk quite a bit also. So which Anderson shows up is going to be the question. And that is in there for a strike at the top of the zone, and it's quickly 0-2 to Hong Chang-gi. So Anderson on the day mainly throws a four-seam fastball 51% of the time. One of the hardest throwers. Good afternoon. Yeah. Not only that, but he actually played for SSG last year, so SSG knows a lot about him. And he did not pitch well for SSG last year. So that is in the dirts, and it's 1-2 now. So Anderson on the day again, 51% of the time he's going to throw his four-seam fastball. Off of that, he's going to throw a curve 24% of the time. I would say over. LG's offense has got to be over. But again, you have the issue with the 7-hour game that they played yesterday. If you notice the lineups, Pak Dong-won is not catching today, and Moon Hyun Bin is also not in the lineup today. Welcome, Alan. So it's tough. You have to think that SSG scores 5 or 6. LG they should score against the SSG bullpen. So that's in there for a strike to Moon Sung-ju. Moon Sung-ju, the DH, moves up a spot into the number 2 spots as Shin-Min Jae is down in the 9 spot now. Greetings, Mary Kate. That is bounced into the dirt, and it's 1-1 now. It is a party. Takamatsu's on his way. He's had to get his shirt out of the dryer. Welcome, Boosted. As that is popped up and shortstop into the outfield, and that's quickly 2 away. I was just going to ask you, how was yesterday? Hopefully yesterday turned out better than every other game that you've ever asked me. All right, Kim Hyun-soo steps in, a left fielder, the legend himself. As that is outside, and it's 1-0. And there we go. Fouls it away, and it's 1-1. Oh, okay. Well, sounds good. Thank you, then. And sets up on the outside. That's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Picks it up, throws across, and 1, 2, 3. Go the LG Twins in the top of the first. We'll head to the bottom, and we'll get our first look on the season from Kim Joo-hong. That is a quick inning. That was the start to the game that Anderson would love, as he's got to make sure that that pitch count stays down so that he can stay away from the bullpen. The concert was awesome. The waiting in line for the concert was not fun. We had ended up waiting in line for 2 hours before we got in. We actually missed the opening act. I don't know who it was. So I think she's like a Norwegian singer or something. I'm not entirely sure, but it sounded cool from the outside waiting in line. Twice was awesome. I guess I don't know. I'm not a K-pop fan. I'm not a music fan really, but 15.43 ERA last year for the LG starter. Again, last year he was with SSG in 2 games. He gave up 2 home runs, struck out 4, but walked 3, gave up 8 runs. So, but yeah, the Coldplay concert was awesome. The Coldplay concert definitely awesome. Just my advice to people who are used to the MLB and come to Korea or Japan or Taiwan is to leave your ego away and just enjoy and try to participate. That's the only thing I can say, light, as that is outside ball 1. So probably going to have some walks today. Che Ji-hoon back in the lineup again. I don't know why he wasn't in the leadoff spot on Friday. And I didn't stream yesterday, so that is ball 2, and it's 2-0. 미안해요. 죄송합니다. All right, here comes the 2-0 pitch inside, and it's ball 3. 3 pitches, 3 balls. 서한상 다음 주 한화 대 롯데 경기 중계 방송해요. As that is in there for a strike at the top of the zone, and it's 3-1 on the get me over fastball. McBroom. I'm not sure. I don't follow you here. All right, here comes the 3-1, and he hits him in the back, right on the G, the G spots. And by that I mean right where it says G on his name. Oh, really? I didn't even know that Heredia was No, it hit him in the tricep. I thought it hit him in the G spot. Okay, because I was like, I know I didn't see Heredia being released. Yes, that is, Mr. Hoon. I have the black one there, and I have the white one in my collection of KBO uniforms. Yeah, he definitely threw his tricep. He threw the tricep out and then flexed to get the old horseshoe into the zone. But anyway, Che Ji-hoon on first, and that is way upstairs, and it's 1-0 now. Have to think that they are going to be running again. Pak Dong-won not behind the mound, or not behind the plate today. They do have their backup catcher, Lee Ju-hyun, back there, so you have to think that they are going to be running as they do, and they wish they wouldn't have, because he is safe. I honestly, like, I am not a fan of Jamshil. So I don't know. Michael Park would be a much better reference for best Jamshil food. And that is going to be Another ball, 2-0 now. He is struggling to find the zone. And that is going to be. Apparently, that was a 3-0 count. The score bug on the thing just said 2 strikes, but we've now got a runner on first and second with nobody out, and nobody is. The only hit that has happened was when the pitcher hit Che Ji Hoon. Yeah, I was trying to get the Hyundai Unicorns uniforms forever for the longest time, but KBO finally released them this past season, so I picked up the black one and I liked the quality, so I went and picked up the white one that is let me right there, I think. I mean, anytime you go to a baseball game, especially if you're just going once, definitely recommend. You have to get chicken because chimake is a guaranteed thing as Otegon steps in, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we call a strike. Got to get some chimake. I think the best thing you could get at LG would definitely be the. You have to get the the beer that's has the cup complete with the chicken on the top and then the big straw. Definitely think I think that would have to be the number one thing that you would get at John Show. Alrighty, here comes the 1-1 pitch. In first and second, nobody out, and he hits him. 2 hit by pitches. Bases loaded. And no outs. Yeah, I've heard that one too. I know. I would say WikiHow or How to Wiki. All right, bases loaded for Han Yu Sum, and that is outside ball one. 13 pitches now on the day for the LG starter is not looking pretty, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's easy, as that is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1 now. You can get the thing with LG and Jamshil is because it's home to Doosan and LG, you can get away team gear also. And if you're going to be in Souls, that's a swing and a miss on a pitch way inside that almost hit his shin. The thing with if you're going to be in Seoul, you can always go to the KBO team store, the Office Depot, and pick up uniforms from any teams. Sales, I actually live in Korea, so I watch on regular TV. But are you in the U.S. or where are you at? And here comes the 1-2 pitch, swings, and he fouls it away, and it stays 1-2. All right, he's got his first 2-strike counts, ladies and gentlemen. As it looks like Beijing June is already warming up. I meant say yeah. Okay. So just a sec is that is going to be strike 3 looking, and down goes the first SSG player as finally an out. Caught him looking on the outside corner. I would say uh if you want to watch outside of the US or outside of Korea, just go to souplive.com. As that is upstairs and it's 1-0. Soup Live, SOOPLIVE.com. It's the official international free stream. You can also download their app. It's just the SOOP app, as that is also up high, and it's 2-0. Park Sung Han, 227 on the season, just one home run. He is 0 for 9 in this weekend series, though. He was moved up to the top of the lineup for no reason whatsoever. And then now he's down in the 5 spots. As that is another ball, and it's 3-0. Kim Ju-on. He was a pickup from SSG last year. He is not, as that is finally in there for a strike or get me over fastball. He is making his first start in the second league on the season. He has 4 starts. He's 1-0 with a 5.23, and that's in the second league, as that is popped up. And it should get out of play, and it does, as Kim Hyun-soo gives himself the run, but that will be a full count. Our first full count of the day, ladies and gentlemen. First full count of the day. I do not. I have both of them. One of them is the Korean one of them the international one. I think the yellow one. There should be a blue one and a yellow one, I think. As that is just misses the top, and he is going to walk in a run. And SSG takes a quick 1-0 lead, and they have yet to hit the ball anywhere fair. Just the way you drew it up in the books, ladies and gentlemen. Just the way you drew it up. As that will be it for him. He got an outs before giving up a run, and we will have our first pitching change of the day, ladies and gentlemen. That was yeah. That was something. I don't even know what to say. That was just something. Yeah. What did I miss there? Oh, there we go. I'm like, what is going on? What? All right, well, that will end his outing. What you have one strikeout or one inning for him, or did you have nobody scores in the first? Yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting much from the starter. Oh, that was awful. He had 2 hit batters, Kiwi. Uh, he walked the other 2. Uh, it, no, it's not. All right. Well, BJ June out on the mound now. His first pitch is a ball. As we will have a very long game, it seems like. As that is ball 2. 2 pitches, 2 balls. We are not improving with the pitch change. That's good. All righty, here comes the 2-0 pitch. Go Myung Jun, and that is in there for a strike, and it's 2-1. I'm gonna have to turn on my fan for the first time this year. It is. Kiwi, what's it like outside? Have you been outside? And swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. Yeah, it's really easy actually. Uh, yeah, going early to the game, you can probably get some autographs. As that just catches the very bottom of the zone. That was not a strike last year, as they lowered the strike zone. What is he talking about? Why is he even in the dugout? He should be suspended. That guy has zero right to lecture anybody on anything. That is going to be ball one. No, they're not too bad. All right, the 1-0 pitch right in the middle, and it's 1-1. If they can get out of this without giving up any runs, it will be a absolute, or any more runs, I should say. That's going to be a ground ball to the first baseman. Austin fields it, steps on the bag, and ladies and gentlemen, they will leave 3 on. They only get 1 after loading the bases with nobody out, and we will go to the second inning. It's 1-0 SSG. That was a masterclass of why SSG is going to finish in 9th place on the season. Hit by pitch, walk, hit by pitch, strikeout, walk, RBI, strikeout, and a ground out. How is his accuracy gone with that increase in velocity? Is that's usually a big issue. No problem. If you're watching online, I think you can actually watch all the games. And my stream is about almost perfectly aligned with the app. So, well, he might end up starting next week with that whatever that start was right there. Yeah. I have got to get a fan going. It is hot. I don't know where my remote is for my fan. I wasn't expecting. This is it. I have 7 remote controls on my desk for all of my random gear. All right, Austin steps in, hoping to get the first hit of the game. As Anderson 10 pitches in that first inning with a strikeout. And the first pitch is a strike on the outside corner, and it's 1-1. No, I believe I am the only English-speaking channel. Outside of KBO on Reddit and my KBO on Facebook, I don't think there's anything else that offers English support, as that is outside 1-1 now. Austin, ding, ding. And here comes the 1-1 pitch. As he pops him up, and catcher E.G. Young in foul territory, wandering around, and makes the catch. And 1 away. I don't think so, Chills. The LG's already into the bullpen. And a foul away from OG1, and it's 0-1. That's ridiculous. $20 different uniforms for one player. That is a ball one. No, whoop, wrong side. 1-1. They're playing the heroes. That's always good, as that is in there for a strike, and it's a 1-2 now. Beautiful curveball there from Anderson. Mr. Anderson. I need to get that recorded. Every time he pitches, I just put that in. And it fouls that away. Yeah, you would hope so. What day are you going? All right, the 1-2 is fouled away once again. 146 on the outside fastball, but fouls it away. Last 5 games, OG1 is hitting a 353. May 15th. Let's see. May 15th. Oh, you're going during the week. A weekday game. And that is in there for a strike on the curveball. Gets him staring at it. He should have bought a ticket if he's just going to look at it. And that will bring up the number 6 hitter, Mr. Gubonyuk. His friends may have like season tickets or whatever, obviously. Because Hernandez is injured, which means they're having a bullpin starter or a second league starter. Makes sense, as that is inside the zone. 4-0 count. Anderson has the curveball working today. 2 straight curveballs here. I have to imagine he's going to go with the fastball. Here we go. Sets up on the outside. Fastball, but he fouls it away. 157 on the gun. He reached back for that one. Everybody has connections to tickets except the people that live in Korea. That is going to be a slow curve, but he ropes it into right field. And the first hit of the game. And there goes the no-hitter. There goes the perfect game as Gubonyuk gets on base with a 2-out single. Just hung a curveball. He waited back on it. Again, he got him twice on the curveball. I don't know why he doesn't go fastball. Oh, for today's game or for next week's game? All right, here comes a big swing and a miss from the catcher, giving everybody in the stadium a little breeze on that big old swing, making sure everybody stays cool on this warm afternoon. All righty, here comes the 0-1 pitch. A nice beauty in there for a strike. Little changeup? Was that his? No, not suspicious at all. Well, maybe I need to talk to your trip advisor, as that is popped up into the air, shortstop out into the grass, and that will be 3 away. They get themselves a 2-out single, but he's left on the base pass, and we will go to the bottom of the second. It's 1-0 SSG. Biggie, 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 biggie. Can't you see? Sometimes all right, they'll have the 8, 9, 1 hitters coming up in the bottom of the first here. Or, sorry, bottom of the second. Yeah, yesterday, man. Yesterday was miserable. Like, at the concert, they're like, oh, nobody needs to bring an umbrella because we'll have ponchos for you. But they didn't realize that you've got to get from wherever you are to the stadium and then wait 2 hours to get into the stadium. Yeah. Lately it's hot. Really? You're going with Keelan with the best songs? Wow. That's a bold statement. That is a hot take if I've ever heard one. Yeah, outfield, or maybe like the third deck down the line or something like that. But who cares? You'll enjoy yourself. All right. BJ June is still out there, and first pitch is swung and fouled away, and it's 0-1 to the DH. The DH that's hitting 71. 71, not 710, ladies and gentlemen. You know your offense has serious issues when your DH is in the 8 spot. You know your offense has serious issues and your defense has serious issues when your DH is in the 8 spot. And here comes the 0-1, and he hits him. Leading off this inning, just like they let off last inning with a hit by pitch. As that means we'll be up with a number 9 hitter. I guess if you're gonna be DH, you might spins his heel right into it. Cheju Wan does have a fantastic song. Oh man, it's awful. As that is outside, and it's 0-1. Or sorry, 1-0. I can't count. I don't know how to read baseball statistics. Apparently, we'll see if he goes. Sukjun Wu, the third baseman, is getting his first ever appearance on the season, and he's gonna bunt, and he bunts it into himself. Ladies and gentlemen, that is SSG's offense in a nutshell. He gets his first at bat of the year, and he immediately bunts the ball right back into himself. This is, I believe, SSG's manager, probably going to be his last season. There were calls for him to be removed last year. It is not looking very good this year. And here comes another bunt way up high, and it's 2-1. Yeah, you definitely picked the right team to follow this year. Actually, I would say for the last 3 years. And here comes the 0-1. And outside, and it's 3-1. Yeah. I really am not a fan of Jamshil, though. I hate going between sections behind all of the action. I hate not being able to see while you're moving around the stadium. Absolutely hate that. All right, the 3-1 count. He puts the bunt back down and he fouls that one away, and it's 3-2 now. Jump on the Hanwha train, but don't put your seatbelt on so you can jump back off. All right, here comes the 3-2 pitch. And chopped into the first baseman, and he'll scoop it up, walk over to the bag. But he does move up a bag, so pretty much the exact same thing as if he would have bunted, except he doesn't get the sacrifice on his record. Looks like you got your best player in the world at bat right now, though. Kiwi. As Che Ji-hoon steps in, looks at a ball one on the outside. He led off last inning with a hit by pitch, a stolen base, and a run scored. And here comes the 1-0 in there for a strike, and it's 1-1 on the nice looking curveball there. Che Ji-hoon hitting .250 in his last 5 games. 5 hits, 0 RBIs. Very common occurrence, the 0 RBIs for SSG. As that is going to be lifted into the air. Right fielder Hong Chang-gi under it. He'll get a little bit of a run. He'll make the throw to third, and he will not go. Oh, that will be 2 away. As they are not able to advance the runner. Once again, not a productive outs. That'll bring up Jung Joon Jae. Well, technically, I think it's Moonbo Gyung. No, Park Dong-won is leading the league in WAR. Moonbo Gyung is second. Austin Dean is fifth. No, they have six or of the top 8 spots in the league. They have 4 of the best WAR in the entire league. That's why they're absolutely crushing. And the 0-1 pitch inside of the zone on the inside corner, and it's 0-2. Jung Joon Jae walked in his first at bats, 154 in his last 5 games. Lee Sung-yup needs to stop messing with a team. He needs to not be a bullpen. He needs to not be a manager. He is awful. He is absolutely awful. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. Slaps his glove on the ground, says throw it in the dirt. He does, but he throws it in the dirt right at the plate and doesn't swing because it was an awful pitch. Lee Sung-yup is, I would say, the in the top 3 of worst managers in the league. I would say probably top 2. Maybe top 3. There are 3 really bad ones. That is going to be a ground ball through the right side. He is coming up. He slips a little around third, and the throw home, not in time. And he will get himself an RBI single, go to second on the throw, and just like that, SSG has what they call an RBI hit. That is a new term for the SSG fans. That is called an RBI hit. I think the pants look awful, Alan. He slipped coming around third. I thought he might have been out, but The throw was a little up the first base line and not able to make the tag. As that is a strike there. Oh, a quality base running from Jung-Joon Jae going to second base on the throw and outside, and it's 1-1. Bae Jae Jun now has the same amount of pitches as Anderson. But Anderson has thrown 2 innings, and Bae Jae Jun is a reliever, as that is fouled back, and it's 1-2. I don't know, Alan. The manager in Daejeon isn't exactly high quality himself. As here we go, the 1-2 says throw it low. He does, and that's a beautiful, beautiful curveball to end the inning. But they get another one, and we'll go to the third inning. It's 2-0 SSG, ladies and gentlemen. 2-0 SSG. I bet you didn't have that on your bingo card today, or your game squares, or whatever that's called. That is a completely random fact. But are both of them named Tuna or Mr. Full Swing by chance? Yeah, that's the thing, is if you can get into that bullpen, that's why it's important to extend these innings for Anderson. 26 pitches through 2 innings is not what they want. Is it the chicken of the sea? Is it tuna or is it chicken? All right, Anderson back out on the mound. He'll face the 8-9-1 hitters for LG, Park Min, Shinmin Jae, and then up to the top to Hong Chang-gi. Triple J, one of the best names in the league, Jung-Joon Jae. Triple J is his nickname for me. Everybody should only call him that from now on. And Park Min fouls off the first pitch he sees, and it's 0-1. Park Min hitting 250 on the season. He's moved up a spot into the 8th spot today. He's been down there. He been down in the 9 spot for the last bits. They're going to have to work on their uniforms there. They've only got 10 Park Min uniforms. And that misses inside, and it's 1-1. And Anderson is a guy that walks quite a few. On the season, he has 6 walks. Last year, he had 61 walks. He was 10th in the league in walks, but he only pitched in 25 games. That is a strike on the outside corner. Actually, sorry, he pitched in 25 games, had 24 starts. So 61 walks in 115 innings. He was in the top 10 in strikeouts and walks, despite not playing the whole season, as that is going to be another swing and a miss. And that is strikeout number 3 for Anderson. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Shinmin Jae. Apparently, it is a requirement to be short and have J as your last name if you want to play second base in today's game. Shinmin Jae versus Jung-Joon Jae. as he drops down the bunts, but it's foul. And that'll be 0-1. Umpire right on that one. Even being a gentleman and handing Shinmin Jae his bat back. Oh, there's tons of stuff to do in Seoul. I recommend the Poop Museum. And the 0-1 is fouled away. Until you until you look at Lotte's second baseman. I don't know if he's still playing second. Yeah. Go Sung Min, who's like 6'4". And here we go. Swing and a miss there, and another strikeout. 2 strikeouts here in the third inning, and it's 2 away. They'll flip the lineup back over to Hong Chang-gi. Yeah, he's 189 centimeters, which is, I think, like 6'4". All right, here we go. Hong Chang-gi struck out in his first at-bats and looks at strike one on the outside corner. Beautiful looking curveball. Having a rough year offensively with hitting the ball. He's still getting on base at a very good clip, but the 0-1 and that misses low when it's 1-1. And he's still got an on-base percentage of almost 400, despite only hitting about 250 on the season. He just has such a good eye, and it really helps that they have the ABS system, not umpires making up strike zones. As he checks swings on that 156 inside fastball, but fouls it away, and it's 1-2 now. Hitting 190 in his last 5 games, 4 hits, 3 RBIs. Oh man, it's so like, yeah, the 1-2 is that misses outside, and it's 2-2. I was actually expecting them to announce Kelly coming back for the short term. That's what I was expecting. As the 2-2 is that's going to be chopped to the first baseman. Grabs it, steps on the bag, and that'll be 3 away in the third. 1, 2, 3 goes LG. Once again, we'll go to the bottom of the third. It's 2-0 SSG. I believe quad. I want to say quad. I remember seeing the like the replay of the game after he came out. They were like massaging his quad, so I'm wondering if it's something like that. And what's crazy is that was because that was Tuesday's game. That was the no hitter. SSG threw a combined no hitter, but yeah. 감사합니다. Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Jiho. Thank you, Jiho. Now, Han Yu-sum will step in. Yeah, the gun show. No, he had he had 2 really, really bad outings. He's had 3 really great outings and 2 like absolutely miserable outings. That's why his ERA is at 5+. His game after that was also really bad, Michael. His other game before that was 5 1/3 innings. He gave up 4 runs. All right, here we go. Han Yu-sum steps in. And that is going to be ball one up high. So Song Chan-hee out in right field as Hong Chang-gi is done for the day. And that is inside the baseline. That'll roll right down into the corner, and they're going to check him out first as he throws to second. And Han Yu Som is in with a leadoff double. I almost said stand up, but he looked like he was getting up. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. A quick hits for SSG, and they've got runner in scoring position with nobody outs. Is Pak Sung Han will step up. So the KBO has a rule where it started last year. If a foreign player is going to be out for 6 weeks or more, they can sign a replacement player for that 6 weeks. So here we go. Pak Sung Han steps in and looks at ball one way outside, and it's 1-0. Pak Sung Han 0 for 0 on the day because he walked and had an RBI in his first at bat. And the 1-0 in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Yeah, it started last year, so they can have a replacement foreign player. Hanwha's foreign player this year, Weiss, was actually a replacement player last year. And the 1-1 swung in the dirts, and that is a 1-2 now. Everybody trying to hit grand slams with one runner on. Yeah, that's what my thoughts is too, honestly. And this is the 1-2 is it's going to be a chopper to the second baseman, grabs, throws over to first. But like I talked about earlier, that is a productive outs because it moves Han Yu Sum over to third base, and now they've got a runner on third with just one out. Yeah. I think you need to check your house for carbon monoxide poisoning, Nick, because you are dreaming deep. I wouldn't, not even Japan, more like Taiwan, I think, aren't they? Has his defense or base running improved? All righty, here comes the 1-0 pitch to Go Myung Jun. And fouls that one straight back. 1-1 now. Go Myung Jun 0 for 1 on the day. Struck out with the bases loaded in his first at bat. Saka or Sawakawi, I think, something like that. As the 1-1 is that's going to be roped into left field, and that'll score a run as he gets himself an RBI single, and that will make it 3-0 SSG. A clean single to left. Shirakawa. Okay. Got caught stealing again. All right, E.G. Young steps in with a runner on first now as SSG is found their offense against the very depleted arms of LG as that runs inside, and it's 1-0. Why was he sliding feet first? All right, to the 1-0 pitch in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Nice, beautiful curveball there. E.G. Young, 238 on the season, a ground ball to the first baseman. And the next pitch, did he go? He did not, and it's 2-1. Able to hold up there. Let's check the replay. Good call by the first base umpire. I know, but why was he sliding feet first into second trying to steal? And the 2-1, that's going to be a chopped foul, and it's 2-2. Yeah, but it doesn't matter because you don't play tomorrow, so there's no needing to save the bullpen. As here comes the 2-2 pitch. Ah, okay. As that gets away a little bit, and that will be ball 3 as he steals himself a base. Getting stolen bases from the really, really slow first baseman, and we've got ourselves a full count. E.G. Young and the 3-2. He chops it to the shortstop and goes across the diamond and hits it into in front of the base runner. So wisely, he doesn't go, but that'll be 2 away. That'll bring up the number 8 hitter, Che Junu. A good, nice rookie of the year floater. Just floated in there. Float. I ain't seen the floater since Scuffy McGee. As we'll have another pitching change, ladies and gentlemen. Another pitching change. We are into our third pitcher here in the bottom of the third. Yeah. This is going to be a long one, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you got some work done this morning. Yeah, that is better. That is better. But you've still given up 3 runs to SSG. Elsewhere around the league, while we're waiting for the official change, Hanwha's up 2-0 with a runner on first in the bottom of the third. They put up 2 runs. Looks like a solo shot from Noshiwan and a RBI single from the wall, Che Jae-hoon. Then Lotte up 3-0 quickly on Samsung. Parado back out there. Didn't get any run support in the game versus against LG earlier this week when they got no hits. Lotte up 3-0. They scored 3 in the second inning. Looks like a solo shot by Na Sung Yup and then a 2-run shot by Yugong Nam. Home runs everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Home runs everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Jonghyun Sheik out on the mound for SSG. I'm really confused about this. 5 games, ERA of 0, 5 innings, 71 batting average against 2 balls, 3 strikeouts. I'm really, really confused about this. All right, Jonghyun Sheik. First pitch is a ball. I'm really, really confused about this. Yeah, that's why I'm saying I'm confused. And here we go. The 1-0 pitch. Catches it on the outside corner. LG going with a very interesting move, bringing in their closer down 3-0 in the bottom of the third. No, it'd be a win, though, because they're losing. And the 1-1 in the dirts, and it's 2-1. Like I said, there are 3 managers that don't belong in a dugout. One of them is in this game. Bringing in your closer down 3 in the bottom of the third to face the number 8 and 9 hitters. Okay. And gives up a shot. Goodbye, baseball. Goodbye, baseball. 2-run shot. Thanks for bringing in your closer. Wow. Yeah, he closed it. It is pretty close to being over at this point. Wow. What? And that's going to bring up Suk Jung Yu, who grounded into a into an out back in the second and ground ball to the. And that's going to be a single back up the middle and his first hit of the season. And yeah. Excellent, excellent choice. Like, I get you want to get your closer some work, but getting some work in the third inning is a little questionable. Because he's not used to getting ready at that time of the. As Che Ji Hoon steps in, and that's a ball way up high, and it's 1-0. Wow. That is one dumb manager. As here comes the 1-0 pitch, and that is lined foul, and it's 1-1. Well, the first run he's given up all season. Yeah, like again, I've said many times, he is an absolutely awful manager. 1-1, and that is fouled away, and it's 1-2 now. His team wins despite him, not because of him. Or maybe his team wins in spite of him, or to spite him. One of those multiple options. All right, here comes the 1-2, and that is a strikeout looking on the outside corner as he gets himself a strikeout, but he gives up 2 more on the solo shot. They score 3 there in the bottom of the third. We'll go to the fourth. It's all SSG. All SSG, ladies and gentlemen. Like, again, I don't get this. I just don't get it. You can place the best pitchers early to keep the game close, but you don't have any pitchers to keep the game close at the end of the game either. Like that was just awful. Because E.G. Kong pitched yesterday. He threw 2 innings, so maybe he can't play today. Yu Chan pitched yesterday, 1 inning, so he could easily pitch today. Yu Gong Hoon pitched yesterday, 1 inning. He should be able to go today. I'm just going through Pak Sung Hyun or Baek Sung Hyun pitched yesterday, 2/3 of an inning. He should be able to go today. Pak Myung Gun didn't pitch at all yesterday. He should be able to pitch today. Kim Jin Sung has pitched the last 2 days, so he probably can't pitch today. And Kim Young Woo pitched yesterday, but only pitched a third of an inning. I uh, I don't think the rules are as rough as the MLB. I don't think there's any. It has to be in a certain inning, up by a certain amount. And that misses outside, and it's 0-1. His best season, I wouldn't say that at all. And the 0-1, that's going to be a ground ball through the right side, and they'll have the leadoff runner on base for the first time today. So Moon Sung Ju and leadoff single as here comes the comeback. Apparently, I mean he still the amount of running he does that is awful. The third base coach is awful. The amount of times he sent people that gets him thrown out at the bases, as that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Kim Hyun Soo. Kim Hyun Soo, 6-3 ground out back in the first. And here comes the 0-1 pitch in the dirt. So that's going to get away. And Moon Sung Ju is going to head over to second. Not even going to get an attempt at a throw from Yi Ji Young. And that will be a 1-1 count with now you've got a runner in scoring position with your 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up. Yeah, but again, yeah, for now it's still early. He's not running as much because his team is so far ahead. And here comes the 1-2 pitch. Sets up on the outside and misses way upstairs, and it's 2-2 now. Oh man, it was ridiculous. Alrighty, here comes the 2-2 pitch, and chops it into his foot, and it'll stay 2-2. SSG rocking their Starbucks uniforms. Oh man. But LG is second in the league in stolen base attempts, but middle of the road in successes. As the 2-2 pitch here, and check swing fouls away ball 3, and it stays 2-2. So on the year so far, oops, I need to get that one. They have attempted 29 stolen bases. They're one behind Hanwha, but they've been caught 8 times as that misses inside, and that will be ball 3. The first full count of the day for LG happens here in the 4th inning. Yeah, right. Like that old man can use social media. He's like 70. And that'll be a foul away. You know, he's checking his, he's like one of these guys with his glasses. You know, the Ajishis or the grandpas you see on the subway. They did last year. They got bigger last year. As here comes the 3-2 pitch, and that's going to be a run into the gap into right center. Center fielder over as Moon Sung Ju is going to be held up at third, though. What was that? Why was he so slow? All right, we got runners on to first and third now with still nobody out, and that brings up Austin Dean. See, that's the thing is a lot of KBO fans don't understand baseball. They don't understand all of the parts of baseball. They only look at that win-loss record. They don't look at the other stuff that goes with it. I I I don't know. I mean, it looked clear that it was a single from the beginning, but again, I don't know. I thought he was easily coming in to score. And I wish I could stream. I wish I could be at the stadium so I could see the whole field instead of just what I get on the broadcast. All righty, here we go. Austin Dean steps in. He popped up to the catcher in foul territory in his first at bat, fouls that one back and out of play, and it's 0-1. Yesterday, a big 3-run shot in the rain. All righty, here we go. Austin, the 0-1 that counts. 50 pitches now for Anderson. In this inning is when he hit his 3-run shot. He's got another shot here. Sets up on the outside corner and misses it bad over the middle, and that's going to be a fly ball to the center field wall. Goodbye, baseball. It is 3-2. And a back-to-back games, he hits 3-run shots in the top of the 4th inning, and it is 3-5. Luckily, they've got their closer in to close this game out. As that misses outside, and it's ball 1. I was attempting to talk about earlier the fact that Anderson gave up 11 home runs last year. He's given up 2 home runs already this year. He does give up a lot of home runs. And that's outside, and it's 2-0 now. That is a strike at the top of the zone. So in Korea, I watch on regular TV because I have cable. You can watch for free. You can watch all 5 games for free on cable. Then if you don't have cable, as that is in there for a strike on the curveball, and it's 2-2. If you don't have cable, you can buy. It's 5,500 won a month for a program called TVing, which is just like a Netflix program. You can see it on your screen as that is in the dirt, and it's 3-2. Another 3-2 count. The last 3-2 counts, he gave up a single, and yeah. Then so that's 5,500 a month, which is about $4 or so per month, as that is fouled away, and it stays 3-2. All right, the 3-2. That is lifted into the air. Center fielder and left fielder almost colliding there, and that will be a fly ball. 1 out. First out of the day, or first out of the game. Let me try that. Third time's a charm, right? First out of the inning. And that'll bring up Gomon Hyuk. Gumon Hyuk. Gumon Hyuk. I always mess up his name. I was dead center, too. All right, Gumon Hyuk steps in. He looks at ball one above the zone, and it's 1-0. Singled in his first at bat, so 1-for-1 on the day. Taking over at third base for Moonbo Gyung, who has the day off. He is available to pinch hit. Anderson up to a 4.50 ERA now as the Gumon Hyuk doesn't even attempt to swing at that as he just lets it go, stepping out of the box as the uh, pitch comes. All right, here comes the 2-0. Does the same thing, but this time catches the inside corner, and it's 2-1. Wonder if the coaching staff said if you don't take 4 pitches in this outing, you're going to be removed, as that is going to be lifted. That's going to be trouble. But Han Yu Sum makes the catch and 2 away. That'll bring up the number 7 hitter, Lee Ju Hyun. Austin is second with 7 home runs, but he's also the only player of those two hitting 300 on the season. All right. Here we go now. Got ourselves a little bit of a game, a 5-3 here. Lee Ju Hyun looks at ball one and lifts that one into the outfield. It's Che Jae-hoon in right in front of the warning track. Will be 3 away. That is 3 away, but LG gets 3 on the Austin Dean 3-run shot. And we will go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 5-3 SSG. There we go. Rough outing, rough inning there. That is exactly what LG needed. Not only did they get 3 runs there, but they also got 26 pitches from Anderson in there, leaving him at 64. He doesn't go very deep into games. He has only 1 game that he's gone over 5 innings, and that was a game against Samsung where he had 13 strikeouts. So he's not a guy that goes very deep into games. He walks quite a few. He starts to tire out around 75 pitches or so. So he's going to be good for the 5th. If they can get another 25 pitches from him, that'll put him close to 90 pitches, and he wouldn't be coming out in the 9th and the 6th inning, meaning they could get into that SSG bullpen. So a big inning there for LG for multiple reasons. But we'll have the bottom of the 4th as Janhyun Sheik is still out there. Yeah. All right. So stepping in is Jung J, Triple J. He singled in his last at bats, fakes the bunt, pulls it back, but that's going to be a ball 1. So John Hyung Sheik only threw 10 pitches in that little outing, but again, he gave up the 2-run shot and a single, but did get the strikeouts looking as that is a strike, and it's 1-1. Have to think he's not going to finish this inning. And that's outside, and it's 2-1. Triple J with a walk in his first at bat was stranded on the base pass over at third base, and then also an RBI single in his last at bat back in the 2nd inning. As that is fouled away, and it's 2-2. SSG sent 7 runners to the plates last inning. They sent 7 to the runners in the first inning. And here comes the 2-2. Misses outside, and it's 3-2. A lovely full count for our audiences at home. And the 3-2 pitch catches him looking, as that is his second strikeout looking, and one away as he is retired for the first time today. Just gets a piece of that back corner. All right. Otegon steps in. He was hit by a pitch in his first at bat, a swing and a miss there, and it's 0-1. Struck out in his last at bat back in the third inning. Or sorry, the second inning. And here we go. The 0-1 pitch and a swing and a miss there, and it's 0-2. We're surprisingly working fairly quick. It's got to be like, but I still don't get why you have him come out at that point, as that is in the dirt, and it's 1-2. Again, very common there. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher, 0-2 count, throw it in the other batter's box. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's 2 down. 3 straight strikeouts for the closer, who's in to close the game in the third. I still don't get it. I still don't get it. I will never get it. I will never understand it. I don't care what explanation this manager ever gives. I still will never understand this move. All right, here we go. Unless he's got like an appointment at 5 o'clock he's got to get to, as that is outside, and it's 1-0. Maybe he's got like I don't know, maybe his wife is due and they're gonna have the baby's gonna come at 5 o'clock or something. As Han Sam tries to run into the LG dugout after that big swing and a miss as he tried to hit a bases empty grand slam. I'm talking I'm talking about the pitcher. Why he brought the closer in the third inning. All right, here comes the 1-1 pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball foul, and it's 1-2. Hey, there's been stranger things happen. And the 1-2 is that is a strikeout looking. 3 strikeouts in this inning, 4 on the day for the closer. Again, I still feel so weird. That's 4 on the day for the closer, but I'm saying that in the 4th inning. We'll go to the 5th. It's SSG 5-3. He's not a long. He's a. Well, yeah, no, he'll probably say something like, "Well, I have a cap of 4 innings per week, and he's only pitched 1, so I saw the radar from yesterday, so I thought it might rain today, so I brought him in early." It'll be something that makes 0 sense at all. Yeah. No one will ever understand. All right. Well, we're going to have the 8-9-1 hitters coming up for LG. Paquemin steps in, and first pitch is fouled away. And it's 0-1. Paquemin is struck out in his first at bat. Hong Chang-gi is not there. Let me get that changed now before he comes up. He was replaced quite a while ago. As that is a swing and a miss. And 0-2. There we go. And here comes the 0-2 pitch, 66. That's right. Pitch number 67 is a swing and a miss strike with one out now. As usual, 67th pitch is a strike.
너무 감사합니다.
Thank you, Tone. Tone Miggins. And here comes a Shinmin J. First pitch, 6-3 ground out, and that will be 2 away. That whole work on extending the pitch counts, getting that pitch count up so he doesn't come out for the 7th inning or the 6th inning. Yeah, apparently LG didn't get that memo. I sent a telegram, but maybe it was lost in translation or something. That's going to bring up Song Chani getting his first hit of the day, or first at-bat of the day, I should say. That is a strike on the outside, and it's 0-1. Took over defensively for Hong Chang-gi after the 3rd inning. And outside, 1-1. Is there sacrifice bunt, or is he trying to bunt for a hit? All right, the 1-1 pitch, 2 outs. Song Chani, the defensive replacement in rights, as he lays off of that, and it's 2-1. All right, the 2-1, and that is popped up, but it's foul, and it's 2-2 now. So Song Chani is 0 for 4 in this series. Again, he was playing left field a lot more when Moon Sung-ju was back in the 2nd league. He was playing left, and Kim Hyun-soo was DHing. But now that Moon Sung-ju is back, he is DHing, sending Kim Hyun-soo to left, which means he is only getting late inning time in the lates. Upstairs, 3-2, another full count. He is getting all full county on us in the last 2 innings. 2 full counts last inning, and a 1 here in this 5th. And here comes the 3-2 pitch, and that is ripped foul, and it'll stay 3-2. So they bunted, and he got thrown out at 3rd. Is that what you're saying? And here comes the 3-2. Catches him looking, and that will be strikeouts number 6 on the day for Anderson. He'll head to the break with a lead, and we'll see how long it lasts. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. It is 5-3 SSG. 1, 2, 3 once again. The 8-9 hitters are now 0 for 7 on the day with, let's count it, ladies and gentlemen, 5 strikeouts. Like Korean bunting oligarchs. I'm so confused at what is going on in that game, Nick. But elsewhere, Hanwha's up 2-0, bottom of the fifth with something going on about bunting. I don't know. The Bears are tied with Kia, the bottom of the fifth. They do have a runner on first with nobody out, though. Kium trailing at KT. KT's got 2-0 in the top of the sixth with runners on first and second, second and third, nobody out. And then Lotte's up 3-1 against Samsung in the bottom of the fifth. But Samsung does have a runner on first. So Kim Young-woo will come in 135 ERA on the season, 7 games, 6 and 2/3 innings, 1 hold, 167 batting average against, 5 walks, and 8 strikeouts. I will get that changed for your viewing pleasure. Kim Young-woo. And here we go. First pitch to Pak Sung-han is in there for a strike. That's 0-1. Swing and a miss there. A big swing and a miss. Hanwha and bunting. LG and caught stealing. And here comes the 0-2. Fouled away, and it stays 0-2. What else we could go with? We could go with Doosan and bad pitching changes. All right, once again, another 0-2 says throw it in the dirt. He doesn't, and then it is ripped into right field. That is over the head of Song Chan-hee, and he will be in cruising into seconds with a leadoff double from the 5 spot. They've had the leadoff base runner or leadoff batter on base 4 of the 5 innings so far. So you've got bases loaded, but you're down 1 player. That's right. That is so right. Like they don't trust the hitters. And then when they do get a chance, when they do have to hit in situations, they fail because they're not used to hitting in that situation, and 2, they're never used to the pressure, and they are like overly stressed out about the situation. I mean, it's common psychology. But that's the way that it was done back in 1923 whenever they were learning baseball. And here comes the first pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Right on the outside corner, Go Myung Jun, a single, an RBI, and a stolen base, and a run scored in his last at-bat. He's 1 for 2 on the day. As here comes the 0-1 pitch, sets up right down the middle and fouls it away, and it's 0-2. And time is called. Or when you bunt and then you expect your 8 and 9 hitters to come up with the hits. And the 0-2 missed badly as the catcher was banging on the ground for him to throw it in the ground, and he threw it way over the strike zone. But Go Myung Jun swings at it, and it's fouled away. Go Myung Jun, 275 on the season, and his first full time over at first base. And the 0-2 pitch slams the ground again. And that's going to be a slow roller. Shortstop picks it up, throws over to first, and that will be one away. Since it was such a slow roller, Pak Song Han was able to go over to, as I'm losing my voice here, go on over to third base. Yep. All righty, here comes E.G. Young with his super open stance and looks at ball one low, and it's 1-0. Oh, E.G. Young, wide open stance and is kind of just standing on one leg like a flamingo. Since Kim Young-woo is so slow to come to the plates, as he jams him there, fouls it back, and it's 1-1. E.G. Young, with his wide open stance, as soon as the pitcher lifts his leg, he lifts his legs too. Because the KBO has never seen an analytic before, and they never will, and that's why the KBO will and Korea will never compete internationally, as that is fouled away, and it's 1-2. All right, a 234 batting average here, and I got the base runners and all that stuff wrong. There we go. As he gets he swings and misses, but it gets away, and that will score a run. As he strikes out, but he ends up getting over to first because the catcher is not able to corral it, and that will be a strikeout RBI. As E.G. Young easily makes it up to first base. So he'll get himself a strikeout. But with that strikeout is a wild pitch, a run scored, and now it's 6-3, and that is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Che Junu steps in. He hit a 2-run shot in his last at-bat, 1-for-1 on the day. Did also get hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. As swing and a miss there, and it's 0-2. Might have actually got a piece of that into the glove, but nonetheless, it is a strike. Oh, that's going to be long. 나도 라타 Okay. Thank you. Yeah. he runs, gets caught in the rundown, or gets caught in what would have easily been a out, but then the pitcher airmails it into center field, and now you've got the runner on second base. At least he stepped off to throw, but wow. The wheels are coming off in LG land. Wow. Yi Young is now hurt. He hurt his hamstring on that. And they are going to have to replace him at second base. This game is full of every single thing. Oh, I think we're going to have a new catcher slash base runner here. Sliding mid is all ripped up too. That'll be it for him though, as we'll get a new. I assume we'll get just a base runner here. So Jo Hyung-woo will take over on the base pass. Jo Hyung-woo out on the second base now, as we will continue this, whatever this game is supposed to be. And the 0-2 pitch low and gets away, but they call it a strike, so he'll throw down to first base again. And a second strikeout of the game, as Lee Ju-hyun again not able to hold on to the ball. This is 2 pass balls on a strikeout. I mean, they're going to give him wild pitches, but that hit his glove. I just noticed that Kim Young-woo is also wearing number 67, which is why he's so good. And that's in there for strike. Lee Ju-hyun. Oh, Lee Ju-hyun. I thought his name was Lee Ju-hyun. I just realized I made a mistake there. And that is in the dirt, and it's 1-1. Maybe that's why he's not catching very well. I didn't spell his name right. There we go. All right, runner at first. And the 1-1 is fouled straight back. 1-2 now. So, all right, we got different batter there. So, Suk Jung-woo singled in his last at bats, back in third base. 0 for 2 or 1 for 2 on the day. Ground ball to the pitcher, or sorry, the first baseman in his first at bats. And the 1-2 pitch here. Swing and a miss, and another pitch in the dirt, and they'll throw down to first once again. And that will be 3 away. Strikes out the side, but gives up a run. A stolen base, and SSG will take the lead going into the break. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Refill your beverages, go to the bathroom, whatever you need to do. I'll be back. All right, so we should be back. Anderson still out there. All right, Moonsung Ju will lead things off. He's singled in his last at bat and looks at ball one up high. Anderson will have himself a little bit of an. I think he might have a little bit of struggles here, just because he's been sitting for about 15 minutes now. Comes in and throws a ball there, but a swing and a miss by Moonsung Ju, and it's 1-1 now. And that is going to be 2-1. Oops, wrong side. There we go. All right, 79 pitches for Anderson. Again, 80. The most he's thrown is 97, and that was in 5 innings. As here comes the 2-1, and that is going to be lifted into the air. Center fielder Che Ji Hoon under it, and that will be 1 away. Anything to keep the manager from trying to talk to him. We've got a pitch comm issue where he can't hear anything. Always issues with pitch comm. So many issues with pitch comm. All right, well, anyway, Kim Hyun Soo waiting. So now you've got another big long delay here for Anderson. He's going to have the 3-4 hitters to deal with. I wonder what languages those are in. Yeah, he talked to the starter, and the starter looked like, what? And like, again, I go back to like, during the game is not the time to coach. As here comes the first pitch, and that is bounced about 55 feet, and that'll be ball one. During the game is not the time to coach. Coaching is done before and after the game. The going through and trying to coach in the middle of a game is not the thing. And the 1-0 is upstairs, and it's 2-0. All right, the 2-0 that is in there for a strike at the top of the zone, and it's 2-1. Kim Hyun-soo, 359 on the season, 1 for 2 on the day with a single. And again, obviously came around to score on the Austin Dean 3-run shot back in the 4th inning. A swing and a miss there, and it's 2-2 now. Anderson, 6 strikeouts so far today. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, none in the fourth, but 2 back in the 5th. And here comes the 2-2 pitch. Yeah, exactly. As he lays off of that, and it's 3-2. 4th full count of the last 2.1 innings. Had a full count in his last at bat and singled. Here goes the 3-2 pitch. That's up right down the middle. And a slow curve, but it's fouled away. And it'll stay 3-2. Yeah, definitely has to be his last inning. You would obviously SSG would love to be able to get him out of this inning with a 3-run lead. Obviously, LG would like to get him out of this inning without anything, as that's going to be a liner into center field, but it's 2 away. That brings up Mr. Dean. 3-run shot in his last at bats. 3-run shot yesterday in the top of the 4th. He is 1 for 2 on the day. Popped up to the catcher back in the 2nd inning. And here we go. The first pitch, 87 pitches for Anderson, and that is a curveball that misses at the top of the zone, and it's 1-0. Tried to get the curveball dropped down, but wasn't able to. And here comes the 1-0. Chopped foul, and it's 1-1. A little low on the below the zone, but swing anyway. The looks like the games are opening up around the league. At least the scores are opening up as that misses as Austin Dean does his. Oh man, is that perfect? Does his little best neo as Mr. Anderson almost throws it at his head. And here comes the 2-1 pitch. Way upstairs, ball 3, 3-1 now. 91 pitches, I said about 85 pitches for Anderson, and he starts to get a little wild. He's at 91 now. Handu Sol and a righty are warming up in the bullpen as he swings and misses. Tried to hold his swing, but he definitely went around. And that will bring us a full count on what would have been ball 4. He is not happy with himself there. OG1 on deck. I have to think that if Austin Dean swings and misses, so it won't matter as he gets a 7th strikeout on the day. I was gonna say if Austin Dean gets on, that would be it for Anderson, but he strikes him out. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 6-3 SSG. A big strikeout there. Huge strikeouts. As they would have had to gone to the bullpen early, as that should All right, so we've got the bottom of the 6th inning here, and we'll see who's out on the mound. No, Baek Sung Hyun will make his way out onto the mound. So 142 ERA, 7 games, 1-0, 6 1/3 innings, 2 holds, 200 batting average against, 6 walks, and 10 strikeouts. All right, they'll have the leadoff hitter, Che Ji Hoon, stepping in. And that is ball 1 up high, 1-0. Che Ji Hoon, Che Ji Hoon. And that is fouled away, makes it to 1-1. All right. Che Ji Hoon on the day, 0 for 2, was hit by a pitch, stole a base, and scored a run back in the first, and then flew out to right in his second at bats, and then struck out looking back in the third as the 1-1 pitch is popped up. Kim Hyun Soo coming under it, and that will be 1 away. Oops, wrong side. So Anderson should be done for the day. 93 pitches for him, not 94. I accidentally hit the wrong button. There we go. All right, Triple J steps in. He had a walk, a single, and a bunt to the pitcher, the throw to first, and that will be 2 away. Horrible bunt. In I, when you're fast like that, I don't. The bunt is not the issue. It's the fact that you're bunting it right back to the pitcher, and the pitcher's right-handed, so he's already positioned to throw to first. It's different if you're bunting back to the pitcher and the pitcher's a left-hander because the pitcher's got to spin and rotate, and oftentimes will airmail it to first base. But Otegon steps in and he almost gets hit in the face, and it's 1-0. So Otegon 0 for 2 on the day, hit by a pitch in his first at bats, and then 2 Ks on the rest of the day. And in there for a strike, 1-1 now. And here comes the 2-1 pitch. And way outside, 3-1 now. 8 pitches for Pak Sung Hyun. 3-1 counts, 3-6 as LG hoping to get the sweep to avoid losing a game to Hanwha, as they are currently six games up in the standings from Hanwha, who's in second. But Hanwha right now is actually winning badly, as that is going to be a ball 4 as it almost hit him in the head. So that'll bring up Han-Yu Sum. Han-Yu Sum doubled back in the 3rd inning and came around to score. All righty, here we go. Han Yu-sum steps in, check over at first. He slides in safely, and it's gonna still be Han Yu-sum stepping in the bag. We'll see whose bullpen can hold on to the score the closest. As both bullpens, yeah. And they goes and the throw in time. They're going to review that. He called him safe. I thought the throw was in time, but it was a little up the first base side as it started to tail like he threw a two-seamer. Safe. Throw was a little high. A little bit better throw closer to the bag would have gotten him. Yeah, I think you say. A little bit better throw, and he gets him. Nail once again, absolutely no run support. All righty, here we go. We got a runner on the second base now, 2 outs and 0-1 counts. And sets up on the outside, is swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. 1-2, sorry. 너무 감사합니다. Thank you, Real BMT. Yeah, Hobby. I'm going to go with Hobby. I can't see. My foot is in the way. And the 0-2 pitch fouls it away into his own foots. And it'll stay 0-2. Park Sung-hyun, 129 ERA, a 232 batting average for Han Yu-sum. Again, he had a leadoff double back in the third, 2 strikeouts looking in his other 2 at-bats. And here comes the 0-2 pitch. Says throw it in the dirt as he bangs his glove on the ground and does not throw it in the dirt. He pops him up. Everybody running in. Austin calls forth and OG1 calls him off. And that will be 3 away. We'll go to the 7th. It is 6-3. SSG. 너무 감사합니다. I really don't understand why this doubles up like that. Not that it's not awesome to hear, but I just don't understand it. SSG has now left 7 runners on base. LG has only left 1 runner on base. Again, their 3 runs came from the 3-run shots. Other than that, they only have a hit. Their 4 hits were 3 singles and the 3-run homer. The 3-run homer was right after the 2 singles. So the 3 hits with 3 runs. They had another hit earlier back in the second, but he was left on base. So efficiency on the base pass or with run scoring for LG is through the roof. Coming up will be OG1, the number 5 hitter. And we'll see who comes into. They still have Anderson out there officially, but I can't imagine. He's already thrown 93 pitches. I mean, the bullpen is bad. Are they going to keep him out there? Welcome to the KBO, Alan. Strikeouts. They are going to keep Anderson out there. Very interesting, as that is ball one up high, and it's 1-0. Really interesting choice here. 93 pitches through 6. And just catches the top of the zone, and it's 1-1. And a swing. 2-1 now. I can't believe they still have him out there. This is where LG has got to make them pay for this decision. But a reminder, LG, even if they did take the lead, they don't have their closer because they used their closer in the 3rd inning. And here comes the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss way over the zone, and it's 2-2 now. 7 strikeouts for Anderson so far. All right, here comes the 2-2 pitch. Fouls it away, and it'll stay 2-2. 98 pitches and now for Anderson. They had guys warming up in the bullpen just last inning to come in if Austin got on base, and now they go to, as that's a swing and a miss. Al strikeouts number 8, and he is now at 99 pitches with 1 away here in this 7th inning. I mean, it's 6 innings, so that's 24 plus 1 there. That's 25. All right, here we go as Gubonyaka looks at ball 1, and that will be pitch number 100. And I'll do our customary change to the red numbers as my production level takes it to a next, as that's in there for strike 101 now. I thought like a logical choice would have been in the 6th inning, after the 6th inning, after he'd thrown 93 pitches. But that would be a logical decision, as Gubonyak helps him out with a swing at a pitch in the dirt, and it's now 1-2. He says, "Hey, do you want to check down at first?" And the umpire, home plate umpire, says, "I don't need to. I saw you go. I don't have to check down at first." All righty, here comes the 1-2 pitch. Sets up right down the middle as he pops him up as the second baseman out into the grass, and that will be 2 away. The announcers on TV started to say it was the end of the inning, but not unless we only start getting 2 outs after the 6th. No. All righty, here comes the backup catcher, Iju Hyung, sitting there looking at the ball 1. 104 now for Anderson. I'm going to guess that this is his last batter. I mean, I have to think, since Paque Min is on deck as that runs in, and it's oh, he hit him. I thought it would be his last batter, so we will find out here, as he just hit him. Barely got a piece of his uniform, and Paque Min is the next pitcher, or is the next hitter, who's a lefty. And Moonbo Gyung will pinch hit here for Paque Min. we will also have a pinch runner for Iju Hyun. So that means Park Dong-won will probably take over. Jae-won Young, I believe, is the pinch runner. He's usually the pinch runner. And the first pitch is fouled away, and it's 0-1. Yeah, nails starting today. As there we go, the 0-1. 106 pitches for Anderson now. So Chaewon Young over at first base. Moonbo Gyung is pinch hitting here, and the 0-1 pitch way upstairs, and it's 1-1. So with this, and here comes the 1-1 pitch in there for curve with a strike, and it's 1-2 now. 108's on the pitch count for Anderson. I think 122 or 123 is the most I've ever seen in the KBO. And that was, oh my God, years ago. I want to say 2019. I was at the Samsung versus Hanwha game when Dirk McGuire threw a complete game no hitter where Samsung won. I think it was like 16-0. And Hanwha got no hit. All right, Chaewon Young, he'll probably be off on this pitch. And the 2-2, ball 3. Well, he's definitely off on this pitch then. And he swings at ball 4, and it's 3-2 still. No, I am not an SSG fan. I am just a KBO fan. I hold no alliance to any team. Alrighty, here comes the 3-2 pitch once again, and that is upstairs, ball 4, and they've got runners on first and second. Tying run coming to the plate in the form of Shinmin Jae. Oops, wrong side. So Park Dong-won will now pinch hit here. And they will go to well, Park Dong-won is about to hit now. LG 112 pitches for Anderson. And that will be it for Anderson. He'll be responsible for the 2 runners on base. And Kim Min will step in onto the mound. Is Anderson done for the day? His line is not done, however, as he is responsible for the 2 runners, as Kim Min will take over for Anderson here in the top of the 7th. I can't believe he was out there for that long, honestly. I was very surprised to see him go back out there anyway. A lovely pinch hit, 2-run or 3-run shot. I don't know what the Park Dong-won's pinch hitting abilities are. I don't know how exactly is done. So Moonbo Gyung is now done. Young Ben will take over on the bases, as this game is just getting So it's what's going to happen is Chaewon Young will move to center field. Then Pak Dong Wan will move to catcher. Young Ben will move to third. And yeah, no, we'll move. Yeah, we'll probably move to third, and Gubon Yuk will move back over to second, I believe. But here we go. We are back. First pitch is a ball, and it's 1-0. Kim Mean on the season, 3 ERA, 11 games, 9 innings, 3 holds, 333 batting average against, 3 walks, 11 strikeouts, and 1 bad hair dye. And the 1-0 pitch, that's going to be chopped foul, and it's 1-1. I thought he played third earlier. I thought he played short, second. I thought he played all 4 infield positions. All righty, here comes the 1-1 pitch, and that is upstairs. Ah, okay. As that is bunt. I mean, that's the rules. Up 10, down 10, anywhere in between, first and second, nobody out, you got a bunt. All righty, here we go. The 2-1 pitch. Again, runners on first and second. Pak Dong Wan. As that is ripped, but foul. And it's 2-2. As far as outfield defense, not a lot of speed on the corners for SSG as far as a single through. Whether or not they'll be able to come home is the question. Is that is way upstairs, and now you've got a full count, 3-2. They walked him on the last full counts. We'll see what happens here. As Song Chan-yi is on deck. He is 0 for 1 today as he took over for Hong Chang-gi on defense back in the bottom of the third. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. And he rips that one and foul. It's a reminder SSG has the shortest poles and the shortest fences in the league, 95 to the corners, with just the simple 9 and 9.5 foot wall. As here comes the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that will strand 2. As we will go to the bottom of the 7th. It's 6-3 SSG. Huge strikeout there from Kim Min. That is a massive strikeout as they fail to capitalize on the hit by pitch. And here we go. That was the game, I think. All right. So defensively, we're going to have a ton of changes. You said Young Ben will go to second. We do know that Pak Dong Wan will stay in at catcher. We know that. Chaewon Young should go into center field. And Young Ben will head to second. There we go. All those are nice and changed. Whoa. Samsung ties it up in the bottom of the sixth, 3-3 now. Hanwha threatening more as they are up 5-0, and they've got the bases loaded with nobody out in the bottom of the seventh. All righty, here we go. Who's coming in for SSG? Or for so Pak Sung Hyun is still out there on the mound, and he almost hits Pak Sung Han.
너무 감사합니다.
Thank you, Holden. And here comes the 1-0. Pak Sung Han, a walk, a double. And that is going to be a shot to Austin, who isn't able to hold on to it. There'll be a runner on first. I'm not sure how that's going to be. I don't know how if that they're going to give him a hit or an error as he tried to make the play. It hit his glove and rolls off. We'll see if they give him an error or a hit. And that'll be it for our pitcher. We'll get another one because why wouldn't you just change him at the beginning of the inning? All right, another pitching change. Ladies and gentlemen, more. I'll let you know whenever we find out. And they do give him a hit on that. All right, so we will get a new pitcher here. We'll see who it is. Gyeomyoung Jun will be the batter. We'll go with Woo Kang Hoon out on the mound for SSG. Well, you're the one that said the manager is so much better. I was ready to change the pitcher, but well, didn't get a chance. I had already erased the previous name and was changing it, but no. No. Woo Kang Hoon will be the new pitcher here in the bottom of the seventh. We should be just about ready. No. Out on the mound now. 8 games, a 2.35 ERA, 7 2/3 innings, 3.10 batting average against, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts for Woo Kang Hoon, the new LG pitcher. Gyeomyoung Jun will meet him. He is 1 for 3 on the day with a strikeout, a 6-3 ground out. And that is going to be a single right through the left side. And they've got runners on first and second with nobody out. Jo Myung-woo will now step in. Jo Hyung-woo. Oh, you can challenge, definitely. All right, Jo Hyung-woo, the backup catcher who took over after E.G. Young got injured, and he pulls the bump back as it almost hits him as he dives down to the ground, and it's 1-0 now. All right. Well, we might have a another pitch. We're still waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. All right. So we've got the bunt. He's got his hand wrapped all the way around the bat like you would never ever have. He pulls it back, slaps it to center field, but he will make the catch, and that's will be one away. So fakes the bunt, pulls it back, and just like that, one away is that liner ends up being caught by Chaewon Young. I forgot Park Min is not out there in center field anymore. So that'll bring up Che Jun-woo. Again, the big 2-run shot back in the third inning, and first pitch is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. He hit by a pitch in the second to the 2-run shot in the third, and then a strikeout back in the fourth. And here comes the 0-1. That is going to be a liner over the second baseman. He will come home. The throw nowhere near in time, and that will be an RBI single, and SSG will put themselves up by 4. As this bullpen is doing KBO bullpen things, ladies and gentlemen. Did he go to third? No, he did not. All right, Suk Jong-woo will step in. No, we'll have a pinch hitter, I think. All right, we will have a pinch hitter here. Shibam Su, I think, is who they said. Shin Bom Su. And the first pitch to him is low, and it's 1-0. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. That's up right at the waist, way outside, and it's 2-0. This is his first hit of the day, or his first at bat of the day. And we'll have a pinch runner. Go Myung Jun will come out. So Go Myung Jun will come out, and we'll have a pinch runner. I don't know what's there's almost throwing the ball when they made it. Chae Sang Min is, I believe, what they said is that is outside, and it's now 3-0. I think they said Chae Sang Min, as that is ball 4 on 4 pitches. And that will bring up the top of the lineup, Che Hoon now with a chance to add to the lead. They've already tacked on one this inning, and they would love to tack on a few more. As here comes the first pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. So Che Ji-hoon hit by a pitch and scored, stolen base and scored a run in his first at bat. Fly out to right, a fly out to left, and struck out looking. And that is ripped into the corner. And it will get in the base pass, and he will have himself a 2 RBI double here in the top or the bottom of the seventh. And that should pretty much put the game out of reach. And that should end pretty much the game. Hung a fastball, let her high. He goes up to get it. And one hops into the wall. And that will end his day as he is able to do nothing. And Yu Chan will now come out. Which means we are going to have a ton of substitutions coming out now. So Yu Chan will take over now on the mound for LG as all these guys that should have been pitching earlier in the game instead of the closer are now coming out. Yeah. Go Young Pyo, you say, yep, a complete game, 100 pitches, 3 hits, 0 walks, 7 strikeouts. Hume is once again hanging out in the basement by themselves with no friends. So the other two of the games are pretty good. Hanwha's up 7-0 in the top of the eighth. Not much of a game, really. Again, NC was one of my picks for the bottom of the league. Yu Chan 270 on the season, 7 games, and the first pitch is also a ball, and it's now 1-0. So Che Ji-hoon over at second base with the 2 RBI double. Shin Bum Soo over at third after he walked. And that is a slapped foul. And 1-1. Those should be good games as long as Samsung can pick themselves back up. And the 1-1 is pops him up. The left fielder under it. And makes the catch. Will not have him tag up. And that is 2 away. Oh, we've got Otegon steps in now. He is 0 for 2 on the day, 2 strikeouts and 2 walks. And that's in there for a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Way inside, and it's 1-1 now. You watching? Which game are you watching? Are you watching them all? You got like 6 games up. All right, to the 1-1 as that is lifted into center field. Chaewon Young under it, and that will be 3 away. They leave 2 on, but they get plenty more as they tack on 3 more, and we will go to the 8th inning. It's 9-3 SSG. Not a good day for LG, but not much else you can really expect whenever you've got to try to beat the other team's ace. Hey, how was life? You haven't been in for a while. What? Kiwi, do you have a TVing? Are you using Soup via the VPN? There is not much of a game today. Oh, you got like 6 TVs? Or just flip back and forth? That's like me. I have I never watch TV. Uh so I just have the quick the favorites button or whatever that just flips between the 4 channels. It sucks whenever they have when they do that SBS or KBS or MBS or MBC, the like the local channel. I have to go hunting for it. Yeah, I don't think SSG fans were expecting to win this game, or LG fans were really expecting. It is not the 9th, ladies and gentlemen. I have the wrong button up there. So Iroun out on the mound, a 1.13 ERA, 9 games, 0-1, 8 innings, 2 holds. As he will come in. And Song Chan Yi will single right back up the middle. First hit of the day for him. I need to get your pitcher changed. All right, Moon Sung Ju will step in now. And he looks at just strike one at the bottom of the zone, and it's 0-1. So Ote going over at first, An Song Hyun over at third, Chae Sang Min at left. I will try to get that changed as that is low and 1-1. So Ote Gon will moves to first. That means Chae Sang Min moves to left. And we'll have a new third baseman. Has fouled away there. I think I'll have it all as that's going to be go down to get it as the second baseman. A quick flip to the shortstop. A great play by Jung Joon Jae there to get that and then quickly turn his body and throw a strike right to the shortstop. Not too shabby. Just living the life, I guess. Who is over at third? Yang something. An Sang Hyun. There we go. I've got it fixed now as Kim Hyun Soo. And it's in there for a strike. 1-1 now. All right, I think I've got it all set and fixed and everything now. Yeah, there we go. All right, so the 1-1 pitch to Kim Hyun Soo, 1 for 3 on the day, a single, and came around to score on the Austin Dean 3-run shot. That's in there for a strike, and it's 1-2 now. Wouldn't be any other way, Alan. And 1-2 in the dirts, and 2-2. As the Moonsung Ju stays over its or first base. All right, the 2-2 in the dirt gets away, but not far enough, and we'll have a 3-2 count. This is the third straight full count for Kim Hyun Soo. He singled in his first one, a liner to center fielder in his second one, and then now we'll see. Oh, dude, I completely understand. As here comes the 3-2 way outside, and that'll be ball 4. They'll have runners on first and second. As the KBO bullpens come a knocking at the door, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I wish I could broadcast the actual game and then people could just, watch it as a replay with English broadcast or English announcing. Anderson and Mitch White's hanging out in the dugout in their big old red Landers hoodies, and Austin Dean steps in, runners on the first and second, and that misses outside. 1-0. Already 1 3-run shot today, 1 3-run shot yesterday. He would love to have another one. And that's going to be a ground ball. Shortstop, second baseman, and a first baseman. 6-4-3 double play will end the threats, the first double play of the day, and we will go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 9-3 SSG. Yeah, someone will score some runs somewhere. They have 2 hits with runners on base today, and both of those were in the 4th inning, and both of those ended up scoring or being runs. So on the day, LG, 2 for 8 with runners on base, and 2 for 4 with runners in scoring position. Not a good day offensively for LG. That's not something, and that is not something you can put on the second league starter. All right, so we should be coming back here. Let me clear some of this stuff. Sometimes I get caught up and I don't know exactly where I'm at. Hanyu Sam should be leading off here if they let him hit. I'm trying to calculate all of the stuff, but it's not working. All right, first pitch is. Oh, we've got a still out there. That is a real wide, and it's 1-1. So, all right. Here we go. The 1-1 pitch to Hanyu Sum. Hanyu Sum fouls that one away, and it's 1-2 now. 1 for 4 on the day, doubled back in the second inning, and then also I believe he came around to score. And looks like 2 strikeouts looking, and popped up to the shortstop in his last at bats. That is just missing, and it's 2-2. Am I pitching it wrong? Maybe it is. Oh, 229 on the season for Hanyu Sum. And he lays off of it, but he should have swung, as that is going to be strikeouts number 1. That is 3 strikeouts looking today for Hanyu Sum. A nice looking hat trick there. Pak Sung Han steps in. He is 2 for 3 on the day, as that is in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. A walked and an RBI in his first at bats, and then a double in the 5th, and a single in the 7th. And here comes the 0-1 pitch, sets up on the outside, and is way outside, and it's 1-1. And that is going to be lifted into the air. Center fielder Chaewon Young under it, and 2 away. And that brings up not Go Myung-ju. That will bring up Chae-Son Min. And outside, 1-1. Or sorry, 0-1. 1-0. 1-0. 1-0. That's the count I want. 1-0. He is going quick. Is that just missed the outside corner? Pak Dong-won dropped it, as they've got the wave going in SSG. Is they're super happy to finally win a game, as they currently have a 6-game losing streak. As that also just misses outside. That is 2 pitches that are missing by a centimeter. I would love to see the replay. All right, the 3-0 in there for strike, and it's 3-1 now. Thank you. As the wave gets through the LG fans. And back behind Hope, and that is a big swing and a miss, and a full count here. All right, to 3-2 pitch, Chae Sang-min. Swing and a miss. That'll be strikeout number 2 for Yu Chan. But LG will have 3 outs to get 6 runs. Otherwise, that will be the end of their weekend. We'll be back for the top of the 9th. No big deal. 10 hits, 7 walks, 17 base runners, 9 runs. LG with 8 hits, 3 walks. Again, I have an error on LG. The official score does not have an error, because they gave him a stolen base, but I like my scores better. SSG has only gone 1, 2, 3 twice. 3 times. Let's see, 1, 2. Twice they sent up 7 batters. Once they sent up 8 batters. So, a lot of runs scored. Again, the first inning started with a hit by pitch, a walk, a hit by pitch, a strikeout, and then an RBI walk. The somehow LG was able to get out of that first inning with only giving up one run without, bases loaded and nobody out, and a pitcher that can't throw a strike. So LG will have the number 5 hitter. They'll have OG1 leading things off, as it is again their last chance to get themselves a day. Top of the ninth, we'll see who's coming out to pitch. Jo Byung-hyun, the closer, will come out. Obviously not a closing situation, but when your team is that bad, you got to do something. 9 games, a 3-1, 9 2/3 innings, 2 saves, 297 batting average against, 3 walks, and 9 strikeouts. Again, he does not get a lot of save opportunities because their offense is so bad. First pitch is in there for a strike, though. It's 0-1. Holds up, and it's 1-1. Almost went around, but was able to hold up. And here we go, the 1-1 pitch. Inside at 2-1. ERA of 0.93 versus OG1, who is a 301 hitter. They just put up the stat that he is officially the worst player of the game, 0 for 3. As he pops him up, catcher flips off the mask, third baseman over in foul territory, and makes the catch, and that will be 1 away. 2 outs remaining is big inning coming up. So around the league, basically, you have LG and everybody else. LG is 6 games ahead of Hanwha, which is second. Hanwha is up 7-1 now, so they should hold on to win that game, which means that will drop them to 5 games above Hanwha. Then the rest of the league is bunched super tight until you get to the very bottom, which is Kium, who is 11.5 games out of first. As that is popped up from Gubonyak out into shorts, center field or left field, and that will be 2 away. That brings up the number 7 hitter, Chaewon Young. Chaewon Young has not had a hit yet, or not had an at bat. He took over on the base pass for Lee Ju-hyun. Yeah. Lotte, it's not like Lotte's being shabby either. But I'm gonna explain something real quick about the Hanwha, as that is right down the middle for a strike. They have taken they have played well in their last week, but I want to talk about the teams that they've played well against, as that one almost hits them. They've played well against Kium, that I picked to finish 10th. They played well against SSG, that I picked to finish 9th. And they played well against NC, that I fixed to finish 8th. So I'm just saying, a lot of Hanwha fans are like, oh, we are the greatest team ever and stuff. But the teams that they're beating are very bad. But with that said, in the previous years, they didn't beat the bad teams, as that is going to be a swing and a miss that will end the game, as SSG ends their 6-game. Oh, it will be very, very ugly baseball, and I think Hanwha wins one of those games in the series. So that will end the game. SSG hangs on to win. They win 9-3. LG really just wasn't in this game from the beginning. They weren't expected to win. They had Kim Ju-on on the mound, who was making his first start of the season. He didn't even pitch well in the second league. He was 1-0 in the second league, but 5.23 ERA in the second league. SSG had their ace on the mound, their opening day starter, Anderson, who, despite the 3.92 ERA, was 0-2 on the season. He hasn't pitched poorly in his last few games, but against Hanwha in his last game, 5 innings, he got 9 strikeouts, but ended up losing because he gave up 1 run. So LG, they didn't start Moon Bo-kyung, they didn't start Pak Dong-won, and they didn't start a starter. So they weren't really expected to win. It wasn't a thing that they were, it wasn't like, oh, we are going to win this game. We're going to sweep them. It was really thought of as, we're probably not going to win this game. We'll just hope that we can win this game. So overall, the LG bullpen just did not pitch well. The starter didn't pitch well. The bullpen didn't pitch well. The only person nobody pitched well. The manager bringing out the closer in the third inning was very questionable. He gave up a 2-run shot right away. So I'm not entirely sure with that. I would love to hear the explanation for bringing in your closer with 1 out or 2 outs in the third inning. But the big thing is LG didn't get any base runners. They multiple times they went 1, 2, 3. They went 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. They went 1, 2, 3. As far as when they did get base runners, they didn't hit. They had 1 inning where they hit with base runners on, and that was in the 4th inning. They went 2 for 2 with runners on base, and that's when they scored their 2 runs. Other than that, outside of that 4th inning, they went 0 for 6 with runners on base, 0 for 2 with runners in scoring position. When you have runners on, you have to get hits. That's all there is to it. Obviously, you can give a lot of credit to Anderson, who pitched well. But, LG has one of the best offenses. They're on a historic pace. The thing with paces is it's eventually going to come down to reality. And can LG weather that where suddenly they're not, scoring 10 runs a game and they're having to play from behind, and that LG bullpen has got to do something. Obviously, Hernandez is injured. He is out for at least 6 weeks. They still don't have a replacement for him. Again, the issue with the replacement is there's not a lot of guys that want to come to Korea for 6 weeks, especially when Anderson is a guy that they're not going to replace. I can't actually, because I don't know where my remote is. Yeah, sorry, I can't. Yeah, I have no idea where I have my TV remote, and I have my fan remote and my fan remote and my dehumidifier remote, but I can't find. Oh, and I have my light remote, but I can't find my TV, my cable box remote. So I have to do it by hand, and I can't. I have too much stuff in the way for whenever I stream, so unfortunately I can't. But yeah, SSG gets the win. They stop their losing streak. LG takes a loss. It was expected to lose. It's already hard to sweep. It's even harder to sweep on Sunday, and it's impossible to sweep with a bullpen game on a Sunday. So yeah, SSG gets the win. They stop their losing streak. They'll still be out of the playoffs if we're talking about the playoff picture, as Kia is currently up 3-2 in the top of the 8th, and Kia is ahead of them. Lotte is up 4-3 in the top of the 9th, and KT won 5-0 as Go Young Pyo was pitched a complete game shutout. Hanwha is up 7-1 now with a 2 runners on base in the bottom of the 8th with 2 outs. So Hanwha should stick on to win that game, which will put them 5 games out of second place, or 5 games out of first place, and they'll jump back over KT, who's KT is sitting in second currently because they have a half game, or they have a percentage lead over Hanwha, but Hanwha will jump back over with a win if they can hold on and remain from giving up 6 runs with 3 outs kind of like the SSG game here. So overall, SSG was able to get themselves a win, stop the losing streak. It is a game that they really had to win. SSG has got to do something offensively. They're just really, really lost offensively. SSG, a small blip, but SSG has not lost 2 games in a row yet on the season. They will play. Who do they play next week? They'll play NC. So, and NC used both of their foreign starters this weekend against Hanwha. So, as LG will have Chirnos going, or no, who will they have? Who will they have going? Im Chang-gyu will go on Tuesday for LG. There is rain in the forecast for Tuesday, though, so I will say that there is rain in the forecast for Tuesday. So I think actually almost all the games will be canceled on Tuesday, except for obviously the Doosan Kium game. So the plan is I will be doing Hanwha versus Lotte on Tuesday, but with the rain in the forecast, that game may be canceled, which will send me with the Doosan Kium game, the only game that would be played on Tuesday. So thank you guys for tuning in. As always, thank you, thank you. I will be back next week with Hanwha versus Lotte, or if that game is canceled, I will be bringing you Doosan versus Kium. So, as always, until next time.